This is Mark Bell from SuperTraining.tv, Super Training Gym, the strongest gym in the West. We have a band question today from a guy named Edward McLaughlin. I get a lot of questions about bands, so I'm going to answer some questions in general about bands. First of all, bands help to accommodate resistance. They make the weights heavier at the top and lighter at the bottom. They force your body to produce more force. They force you to accelerate into the bar harder and faster, making you lift faster. Making you perform more reps in less time or a rep in less time. So this question is in reference to the deadlift. He does the stand on the band style of deadlift that we showed you on supertraining.tv a few weeks ago with Jesse Burdick and myself doing a CrossFit powerlifting seminar. And so he basically just stands on the band in a sumo style. Loops one band underneath one foot over top of the bar, then underneath the other foot. And he says that his band doesn't feel strong enough, and he's wondering what type of bands he should buy. I don't really care what type of bands that you should buy, but I got some advice for everybody out there. First of all, make sure you do have some bands. Secondly, just buy a bunch of the same kind of band, and that way you don't have to worry about the differences between one brand and another and all this kind of stuff. But you may want to get like 2 or 3 different size bands. But other than that, you don't need to go too crazy with it. You don't need to go out and buy a blue band and a black band and all these extra thick, heavy bands. You probably don't even really need a green band. From the old jump stretch, the way the jump stretch bands used to be made, you could just buy, a couple of light bands and you'd probably be fine. For most people out there, probably don't even really need a green band. Plus, with the stretchier the band, the easier it is to manage the strength of it. You could hook it to the barbell, then you could wrap it around the barbell several times. There's just more things you can do with a band that has a little bit more give to it than something that's like a big giant tank tread that's too thick and too stiff. Thick and stiff, I think there's a joke in there somewhere. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. You gotta just add a little bit of band tension to what you have currently. Mini bands aren't going to do it with with the way that you're setting up for your deadlifts. So I would just suggest going on Rogue Fitness. They sell some bands. I would look for a light band. If it's not called a light band, it's whatever band they have that's a medium band, or in the middle of the road of the types of bands that they sell, and that should be plenty of strength. If you get too strong of a band, when you stand on the band, it's going to kind of lift you off the floor, and it's going to be very awkward. So, other than that, you can get them from Jump Stretch. You can look them up online. Louis Simmons sells bands, westside-barbell.com. Louis is the guy that brought the bands to the forefront. He's the guy that introduced them to the world, basically. So it's always good to support him. That's it from supertraining.tv. Later.